Take a second and think about your legs. They've carried you through so many moments in life, whether it was running around as a child, chasing after your own kids, or just going on peaceful walks through the neighborhood. Your legs have been there for you every step of the way. But what if, little by little, they were losing their strength? You might not notice it at first. Maybe your knees feel a little stiff in the morning, or walking up the stairs leaves you more out of breath than it used to. You chalk it up to getting older. But what if I told you the foods you eat every day might be the reason your legs aren't as strong as they used to be? The truth is, some of the most common foods in your diet could be silently weakening your muscles, making your joints stiff, and increasing your risk of falls and fractures. The good news? Once you know what to watch out for, you can start making simple changes today to keep your legs strong, steady, and pain-free for years to come. So, let's talk about the 3 hidden culprits that might be stealing your mobility and what you can do to protect your legs starting now. Number 1. Refined sugar, the silent enemy weakening your legs. Have you ever woken up in the morning and felt your knees stiffen up? Or maybe you've noticed that walking even a short distance leaves your legs feeling more tired than they used to. You might think it's just aging, but the truth is, something in your daily diet could be quietly making your legs weaker, and most people don't even realize it. Let's talk about sugar. I get it. Who doesn't love a little sweetness in their day? A teaspoon of sugar in your morning coffee, a cookie in the afternoon, or a refreshing glass of fruit juice. It all seems harmless. But here's something people rarely talk about. Sugar doesn't just lead to weight gain or diabetes, it can actually weaken your muscles and bones over time. When we're younger, our bodies can handle a little extra sugar. But as we age, that changes. Sugar triggers inflammation, and when inflammation sticks around for too long, it starts affecting your joints and muscles, especially in your knees and feet. At first, you might just feel a little stiffness in the morning or notice that your legs tire more easily. But then one day, you realize climbing stairs is harder, standing for long periods feels exhausting, and things you used to do effortlessly now take extra effort. And here's something most people don't realize: sugar doesn't just affect your muscles. It also weakens your bones. When your body is constantly processing too much sugar, it interferes with how well you absorb calcium and vitamin D, 2 nutrients that keep your bones strong. Over time, your bones become more fragile, increasing your risk of falls and fractures. If you've ever known someone who broke a hip from a seemingly minor fall, you understand just how serious this can be. So, does that mean you have to cut out sugar completely? Not necessarily. But it's time to be more mindful of how much sugar you're eating. If you have a sweet tooth, try reaching for fresh fruit instead of processed sweets. If you usually add sugar to your coffee or tea, experiment with cutting back gradually or switching to raw honey as a more natural alternative. And here's something I want you to do today: start reading food labels when you shop. Sugar hides in so many places: bread, salad dressings, packaged cereals, even yogurt. You'd be surprised at how many healthy foods are packed with hidden sugar. If you see ingredients like high fructose corn syrup, dextrose, or maltose, know that those are just different names for sugar. Besides cutting back on sugar, drink plenty of water to help your body flush out excess sugar. And if you can, get up and move a little every day. Take a walk around your neighborhood, do some light stretches, or even just move around your home to keep your muscles active and strong. I'm not saying you need to change everything overnight. But start with one small change: maybe add a little less sugar to your coffee tomorrow, or swap out an afternoon cookie for a healthier snack. These little things can go a long way in keeping your legs strong for years to come. And remember, it's never too late to start taking care of yourself. Number 2. Fried and processed foods, a ticking time bomb for your muscles. Have you ever sat down with a plate of crispy fries, a golden fried chicken sandwich, or a bag of potato chips and thought, "This is exactly what I needed"? But what if I told you that over time, those delicious bites could be working against you, making your legs feel heavier, weaker, and more prone to pain? It might sound surprising, but the connection is real. Your legs do a lot for you every single day, getting you out of bed, walking you through the grocery store, keeping you steady when you're standing in the kitchen. They rely on good circulation, strong muscles, and healthy joints to keep you moving comfortably. But when you eat a lot of fried or processed foods, you're making their job a whole lot harder. Here's what's actually happening inside your body. Fried foods are loaded with trans fats and hydrogenated oils, which your body has a really hard time breaking down. Instead of using them for energy, your system stores them as fat, but not in a way that benefits you. Instead of fueling your muscles, these unhealthy fats slow down blood circulation, making it harder for your legs to get the oxygen and nutrients they need. And what happens when your muscles don't get the fuel they need? They feel tired. They feel heavy. Even short walks or standing for long periods can start to feel exhausting. And if you've ever woken up with sore, stiff legs and had no idea why, there's a good chance it's linked to inflammation from your diet. Fried and heavily processed foods trigger chronic inflammation, which means your body is constantly fighting against itself. This inflammation doesn't just make your muscles sore, it can also lead to swelling in your ankles, aching knees, and joints that don't move as easily as they used to. But the effects don't stop there. These unhealthy fats also interfere with your body's ability to absorb essential nutrients like calcium and vitamin D, nutrients that keep your bones strong and prevent fractures. Over time, this can increase your risk of osteoporosis and make falls more dangerous than they need to be. So, if you're wondering why your legs don't feel as strong as they used to, it may not just be age catching up with you. It could be what's on your plate. Now, does that mean you have to give up all your favorite foods? No, of course not. But making a few small changes can make a big difference in how your legs feel today and how well they support you in the years to come. Instead of deep frying, try baking, grilling, roasting, or steaming your food. You can still get great flavor and texture, but without the hidden damage. If you use a lot of processed vegetable oils, consider switching to extra virgin olive oil, avocado oil, or coconut oil. These are healthier fats that your body actually knows how to use. And the next time you're at the grocery store, take a quick look at the ingredient list. Trans fats hide in places you wouldn't expect: packaged snacks, frozen meals, even some breads and pastries. If you see anything labeled partially hydrogenated oils, put it back on the shelf. Finally, if you do enjoy the occasional fried food, balance it out. Make sure your diet includes plenty of lean proteins, fresh vegetables, whole grains, and healthy fats that actually support your muscles and bones. Your legs have carried you through a lot in life. Take care of them, and they'll take care of you. Number 3. High sodium foods, the hidden culprit behind swollen and achy legs. Have you ever noticed your feet feeling swollen at the end of the day? Maybe your ankles look puffier than usual, or your legs feel strangely heavy, even if you haven't been on your feet all that much. It's easy to blame it on being tired or just part of getting older, but the real reason might be something sitting right on your dinner plate: too much salt. Most people don't realize just how much salt is hiding in their everyday foods. It's not just about what you sprinkle on your meals. In fact, the majority of the sodium people consume comes from processed and packaged foods, things like canned soups, frozen dinners, deli meats, and even bread. The problem is, when there's too much sodium in your system, your body starts holding onto extra water, and that's where the trouble begins. That extra fluid doesn't just make you feel bloated, it settles in your feet, ankles, and lower legs, making them swell up and feel heavier than usual. If you've ever had a day where your shoes felt tighter or your socks left deep marks on your skin, that's a sign your body is retaining too much water, likely due to excess sodium. But swelling isn't the only issue. A high sodium diet can throw off your body's electrolyte balance, which is what helps your muscles function properly. If there's too much sodium in your system and not enough potassium or magnesium to balance it out, you might start experiencing leg cramps, muscle stiffness, or even that odd pins and needles sensation in your feet, especially at night. And here's something you might not expect: too much salt can also weaken your bones. When your body is overloaded with sodium, it tries to maintain balance by pulling calcium out of your bones. Over time, this can lead to weaker bones, a higher risk of osteoporosis, and even fractures. If you're over 40, This is something to be extra mindful of because weak bones mean even a minor fall could lead to serious injuries. The good news is, you don't have to cut out salt completely. Your body does need some sodium to function. But making small adjustments can go a long way in keeping your legs strong and pain-free. Start by cutting back on processed foods, which are the biggest hidden sources of sodium. Canned soups, instant noodles, bottled sauces, and frozen meals are often packed with salt to preserve their shelf life. Instead, try cooking fresh meals at home where you can control how much salt goes into your food. If you do add salt to your meals, switch from regular table salt to Himalayan pink salt or sea salt. These contain important minerals like potassium and magnesium, which help balance out sodium's effects in the body. Eating more potassium and magnesium-rich foods can also make a huge difference. Foods like bananas, avocados, spinach, coconut water, and nuts help your muscles function better and can reduce the risk of cramps and swelling. And don't forget the simplest fix: drink more water. It may seem counterintuitive, but drinking more water actually helps flush out excess sodium and prevents fluid retention. Lastly, keeping your body moving can help reduce swelling and improve circulation in your legs. Even small actions like stretching, rotating your ankles, or taking a short walk after meals can make a noticeable difference in how your legs feel. Most people don't think twice about how much salt they are eating, but if you've been dealing with swollen feet, aching legs, or frequent muscle cramps, it might be time to take a closer look at your sodium intake. A few simple changes today could mean stronger, healthier legs for years to come. Take a moment and think about your legs, the ones that have carried you through every step of life. They've walked you to important moments, helped you chase after grandkids, and kept you moving toward the things you love. But what if, little by little, they were losing their strength without you even realizing it? Every day, the foods you eat are either supporting your legs or silently wearing them down. You might not feel it right away, but one day, you'll notice walking feels slower, climbing stairs is harder, and even standing for a long time leaves you exhausted. By the time these signs become obvious, the damage has already begun. But here's the good news: it's not too late to turn things around. Your legs don't have to grow weaker just because time is passing. You have the power to keep them strong, steady, and pain-free for years to come. Cut back on refined sugar, fried foods, and excess salt. These foods might be convenient or comforting, but over time, they steal your mobility. Choosing healthier alternatives today can make a difference in how you feel tomorrow. Fuel your body with the right nutrients. Proteins help rebuild muscle, calcium and vitamin D keep bones strong, and potassium helps reduce swelling and cramping. Simple swaps in your diet can work wonders for your legs. Keep moving. Even just 10 to 15 minutes a day of walking, stretching, or light exercise can improve circulation, reduce stiffness, and keep your muscles active. A little effort now will pay off in your ability to move freely later. Because here's the truth: no one else can do this for you. No one else can walk for you, and no one else can take care of your body the way you can. Your future self will look back at today and either be grateful or regretful. What will you choose? Your legs have carried you through life's best moments, and they deserve to stay strong for many more years. The good news? You have the power to make that happen. By making small changes today, cutting back on sugar, fried foods, and excess salt, fueling your body with the right nutrients, and staying active, you're protecting your mobility and independence for years to come. It's never too late to start, and even the smallest step can make a real difference. Now, I'd love to hear from you. Have you ever noticed swelling, muscle fatigue, or stiffness in your legs? What's one change you're willing to try today? Share your thoughts in the comments below. I read every single one. If this video helped you, hit that like button to let me know, and share it with a friend or loved one who could benefit from this information. The more we spread awareness, the more people we can help live healthier, stronger lives. And don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss out on important health tips that can make a real difference. Your future self will thank you for the choices you make today, so let's start now. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.